It's the second day on the project and we're ready to bricklay. So as you can see, all of the toothing is done and it's time to start making a mix and getting some bricks in. I've been laying out the bricks on the wall behind me because I do this so I can visualise how it's going to look and what sort of gaps that I'm working with, what sort of mortar beds that I'm working with. And I know that the house has very small mortar beds. They're looking to be around, I don't know, 8mm, something like that. So that's quite small. I've got these imperial bricks and I've also got a strange layout, so the perps change as they meet the window, and I'll show you what I mean. Let's see where the perp is, and then it changes here for the window. So I've got to try and find a way of getting my bricks to look the most seamless I can. So here I'm going to put a half brick, and I know that won't look good, but it means that I can go all the way across, and it means that I can tooth in over there properly. So over there will be one solid run of nice toothing. It'll be all the way across with consistent gaps, and also the bricks will align nicely with these bricks here on this end. I just wanted to show the mortar mix before I actually do anything with it, because I've used the lime, but it's a much more, it's not creamy like you get with plasticizer. It just feels a bit more gooey. Hard to explain, but I'm going to give it a go. I needed a bit of a drier mix anyway because these imperial bricks are heavy and they don't absorb any moisture. So we'll just see, we'll just get going and see how it takes us. When I was doing my research for this project, I really couldn't find anywhere online that showed how to put a brick pin into a wall and then tie the brick line around it. So when the time came, I kind of just had to make it up as I thought it would work. And it did work, so hopefully this helps anybody that's never done it before. I've just done the first course of brick and I've been using that mortar. To be honest, I really can't gel with it. I feel like I really need some plasticizer in there. So even though it says online that I shouldn't be using plasticizer, I'm going to use some. I'm just going to put a little bit in and just see how that works in. It's just a bit too hard to use without it.
This is one for the comments. So when I was toothing out the bricks, I did manage to snap one of them off. Luckily, it was a really clean cut, which basically means that the two pieces go back together really easily. I thought I had two ways of fixing this, or the two ways that I could think of to fix it were one, to put CT1 on like I'm doing here and then connect the two pieces of brick together, or remove the other half of the brick out of the wall and then put a whole new brick in. The reason why I didn't do that is because one, it's got a brick tie in it and it's in an awkward position behind the stench pipe. So I decided on the CT1 method, and when the whole wall is built and it's all surrounded by bricks and mortar, I think it'll be a really strong fix. If you were to fix this a different way, make sure you let me know in the comments.
You know what? Admittedly, even for me, this is getting a little bit precarious. I'm towards the top of the window now, but I've had to build a bit of a walkway, which is this here. So I'm stepping up off there onto that, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high, and I've kind of stacked the blocks like that. You know what? It feels really sturdy, and that's just a scaffolding plank. Feels really sturdy, but I'm having to get mortar from that board there. If I only had if I could build something up at the side, but it'd take too long. I haven't got many more courses to go, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep carrying on. Hey guys, this is the third day I'm on this project behind me, which is bricking up the wall. So as you can see, I've done most of it, but there is a little bit of mess on the bricks. Now, I've never used the lime in the mortar before, and that does make a big difference to the mess on the bricks. This is what I'm finding out anyway. And you can see there's like a white sheen on top of the brick, and that is the lime. So I've been advised to use a damp sponge to get that off. So I'll be using a damp sponge to try and get some of that away, and hopefully I'll be able to clean it off and make it a little bit more seamless. But I think no matter what happens, I'm going to have to go over it with some brick acid just to clean off the old mortar that was already on these bricks, because these bricks were straight off the extension that I dismantled at the back of the house. So they are matching bricks, but there just is that old mortar on there. So let's have a closer look. It's toothing well, the mortar lines follow really well. Again, I think it's just the mess. As you can see, I've got that last bit to do there. And I'm planning on doing a little bit of brickwork around where the pipes go into the house. Try and neaten that up a little bit as well, because it's quite ugly. And then hopefully we should have something finished by the end of the day. So wish me luck. And that's the end of the project. If you've liked this project so far, make sure you like and subscribe. And I'm just going to tell you my final thoughts on this project. Obviously, it's a big and complex project for a DIYer, but that's the type of person I am. I like to have a challenge and go for it. I'm really happy with the colour of the bricks. Obviously, they're a perfect match because they were taken from the old house extension that I demolished on the back, which now has a new house extension there. And I'm happy with all the lines. They go perfectly straight through. It's a really nice job, apart from the one thing that I'm not fully satisfied with, which is the mortar colour. As you can see, the mortar colour is a little bit lighter, which, you know what, I'm still learning. And next time I'm going to work a little bit harder on getting a better mortar colour. Personally, I think it's the whole issue I had with the lime, and that is a whole nother story. But if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more projects like this from me, if you find that you're inspired by these or you just find them useful for your own knowledge, do make sure you like and subscribe, and always comment, because I'm happy to reply back. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.